And we believe that there may be a different way for these countries who has been able to protect their forests. And that forest is key to achieve the 1.5. These are the countries who really believe that we need to position nature-based solution up front in the climate agenda, and this is why we've been working so hard in the last many months in trying to put nature-based solutions. As you all know, nature is 30% of the climate solution, and we receive less than 3% of the funds. That is why the carbon issue for Minister Lee, myself, and many other ministers from high forest, low deforestation nations or high deforestation, low forest nations as well, the other extreme, is very important because if we are not able to match in a payment for those carbon services, the cost of opportunity of doing carbon ranching, at least we will lose those forests. So we need to understand how the market works, where are the failures, and what are the policy tools that we need to develop because those forests are extremely valuable. You know, today we see back into the past and we see what our great-great-grandfathers did, and we get surprised on what they did. They enslaved people back in the day. They enslaved people, and we don't understand how our great-great-grandfathers enslaved people. Well, our great-great-grandsons will see us and say, they were killing elephants. They were chopping hardwood from the tropical rainforest. I mean, my great-great-grandfather was not very wise. So we got this huge responsibility in our hands to begin the change, the change that really balance things. Because at the end of the day, we're losing biodiversity, we are losing the battle against climate change, but the most pressing issue is that we are affecting the life supporting system of the planet. It's not anymore losing biodiversity, it's not anymore climate change. We are, messing around with a system that Mother Nature takes care, and one day Mother Nature will say, enough is enough with this species. I will continue life with other species. As a matter of fact, there has been bigger and stronger species in this planet, and Mother Nature got rid of them, and they continue life. So it's a matter, we're not destroying the planet, we're destroying our civilization. And we have got this very short window to do it. In this respect, Costa Rica and Gabon and many other countries, tropical countries, particularly high forest, low deforestation countries, see a need to not just put nature-based solution up front because it is cost effective from the financial point of view, but also linking the effort within the Rio Conventions through a high ambition coalition for nature, where we bring all the forest land use ecosystem and all kinds of ecosystems. I mean, grasslands, wetlands, dry areas, they all play a key role. We need to create a high ambition coalition for nature, be above the Rio Convention, not within them, above them. So the effort that we do in every single one can give us the bang for the buck that we're doing. And this is something that we will be pushing on. We'll presenting some very concrete ideas during the pre-COP, the UNFCCC pre-COP that we will be having in Costa Rica next month, and hope that during the COP in Santiago, Chile, we'll consolidate a coalition that goes to that in that direction. And this is not a government only coalition. This is open to all sectors, and of course, the private sector is 80% of the economy of the planet, and having them on board, giving their knowledge, expertise, is extremely important. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, and so I'll open up the floor for questions. Please identify yourself and identify to whom you're addressing your questions. Yes, Majid.
Thank you so much. Thank you for this briefing. This is Majid Glir, Rudao Media Network. I want to ask this general question. We are seeing this climate action conference. There's this momentum with the youth activism about climate change. There seems to be this year a big, more pressure for the government to act. Do you think, how do you think this momentum will impact the government to act on climate change finally, to do something more tangible that they have been doing so far? Thank you. And this question is for any of you that wish to comment on it. Thanks.
So today, or during the last few weeks, month, we have seen concern children in the planet, and that concern is becoming is transforming into a frustration and anger, and that is evident to all of us, and that is very consistent to what many of our countries believe that we need to be doing. And it reminds us when we were kids in Rio '92, we were pushing for similar things. And when we were pushing for a convention on forests, we never achieved that one, but we were able to achieve a convention on climate change, biodiversity, and land degradation. Yeah, we need to really put things in real perspective. And of course, we need to, in order to decarbonize, we need to understand that we need to change the economic system. The actual economic system, I will call it the neoclassic economic system that doesn't value nature, doesn't internalize those negative externalities generated by the production and consumption system, the tax system, the insurance system. I mean, the whole economy is failing. So the loss of biodiversity is not an environmental problem. It is an economic problem of the political system. We need to understand that to respond to the youth manifesto, we need to be able to speed up the main structural transformation of our economic system.
Hi, I'm Janet Extract from Turkish Journal. I really want to ask this question because I'm not sure anyone's addressing it at this climate summit. Brazil's leader, Bolsonaro, denied the Amazon wildfires, and I want to know also he doesn't accept the financial contributions that normally come to the country. He's rejected them. Now, what are the leaders in the climate summit planning to do about that? To me, that sounds like it goes against international law. Is there an international law against rejecting your own country's Amazon basin? And the Amazon is extremely important to everybody, and especially, I would imagine, to your nation. So can we, and America as well, can we talk about that?
Yes, we can, and we should talk about it without any doubt. For us, high forest, low deforestation nations, these are the nations that doesn't burn down as the other nations, and the burning of our forests happens because there's somebody willing to do a land use change and convert the land into something